Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
Replacing the windshield with your own hands is required not so often, but still sometimes this complex operation is carried out. First of all, such manipulations are carried out during major repairs of the body. It is impossible to paint the car body qualitatively, to treat hidden cavities and not to pull out the windshield. Professional auto mechanics argue that the replacement of the windshield can be carried out only by qualified specialists, and it is impossible to do it with your own hands. Their opinion in this regard is very erroneous and should not be listened to. It is quite possible to repair the car yourself, and in this article we will tell you how to do it. Necessary tools for windshield replacement. So, let's assume that we are not professionals and that we will have to change the windshield for the first time in our lives. If you approach this case with enthusiasm and diligence, you will be able to replace the glass, even if it takes a little more time than a professional. So, to change the windshield, first of all, you will need a new glass and the necessary set of tools for this. Of course, when you want to replace the glass on your car once and no longer resort to this, you should not buy a set of tools. It is better to look for your acquaintances, so as not to spend extra money on it. You will not be replaced in a day. But if you decide to buy, the cheapest ones should not be taken. It will affect the quality of installation with your own hands. Here is an approximate list of what you will need to insert new glass, special suction cup for mounting glass, special knife that will help you pry and pull out the old windshield from the landing places, retractable construction blade, which you clean the grooves from the remaining sealant, primer, which is necessary to prepare the landing places before installation, fresh sealant and gun, which will help squeeze the liquid out of the bulb. You will also need a so-called curing agent. It is responsible for the rapid curing of the sealant, mounting tape, which is needed to secure the new glass to the body until it sets. The appropriate molding or rubber band is purchased separately for each car, which frames the glass around and finally fixes it. Without this element, it will be impossible to replace the glass, so before taking out the old windshield, find this rubber band. Preparing for work and dismantling the windshield. To put a new glass with your own hands, first of all you need to remove the old one from the car body. To do this, you will need the same knife that was written about above. It is inserted between the rubber sealant and the glass and is slowly led along the contour, cutting the old sealant. Go through section by section until the glass is free to come out. Pay special attention to the bottom edge so you don't accidentally damage the dashboard. After you have removed the old windshield, use a construction knife to remove the remaining sealant. It is necessary to do this necessarily, because on a layer of dry sealant, you will not be able to install the new glass. Pieces of molding will also have to be removed, if they are left somewhere. At the next stage you need to take with your own hands, or better with an assistant, new glass and try it on the vacated place. If somewhere there are special grooves or bends, then in these places you need to make marks with a marker, so that then just combine the marks. As a rule, the average motorist does not have a stand under the windshield, so the replacement and preparation will take place directly on the hood, which it is desirable to cover with a blanket. Now with a special mixture degrease the edges of the glass and grooves on the body. It is necessary for the sealant to better lie and grow into the structure. If you do not have anything suitable, then take ordinary alcohol. It is also quite suitable for this. Now proceed to priming. The primer should be distributed in a thin layer over the entire surface of the groove. For this, a special brush or tampon is suitable. These tools are found in the kits of the painter. On the glass, apply the primer with your hands carefully, only that it remains on the end surfaces that will be in contact with the groove in the body. Installation of new glass. This stage begins with the application of sealant. It is more convenient to do this using a gun, so it will squeeze out faster. Note that the sealant should be applied as a single solid strip along the entire contour so that there are no gaps. After that, immediately insert the glass into the body so that the marks left earlier are aligned with each other. After applying and fixing with tape, go around and press the windshield tightly so that the sealant can be better applied. If in some place the sealant squeezed outward, you do not need to remove it at once, you will only smear it. It is better to cut it off carefully with a knife after it hardens.